Hello students, I am Assistant Professor Dr. V.D. Jadhav, PG Faculty of Commerce, People's College, Nanded. Today I am taking lecture on subject Advanced Accounting Second. It is particularly for BCom third year 6th semester students who are learning from Swami Ramananda Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded. In this subject, I am taking lecture on the topic number second, departmental account. Firstly, I am giving introduction of this topic. At the end of the year, business prepares trading and profit and loss account for the entire business. Such an account shows the profit or loss of the whole business, but it fails to show the profit or loss individual departments. Due to this, we need to find out the result of each department separately. If a business is divided into several departments or divisions, and if it is desired to ascertain the financial results of each department or class of products separately, the method of account employed to obtain such results is known as departmental accounting. The profit of the whole business is telling the half story. It is therefore necessary for finding out the separate result of each department with the help of departmental trading and profit and loss account. We can find out departmental profit. One thing is very important, that is, usually in departmental account we prepare trading and profit and loss account on the basis of departmental, but the balance sheet is prepared for the whole business. Departmental accounts are prepared for finding out departmental profits. Departmental profit help to businessmen for comparing performance of departments, for making policies and incentive to staff who has given better results. Number one, departmental trading and profit and loss account. Items of trading account is given department wise. Due to this, we can easily find out departmental profit, gross profit, but obtaining net profit is not easy because the common expenses of all departments, such as rent of building, advertisement of business, are related to the whole business. Finding the departmental net profit is depend on the allocation of these expenses on suitable basis. The second, general profit and loss account. There are certain expenses or even incomes which is not related to particular department, but the expenses must be needed to incurred for business, such as general manager's salary, director's fees, debenture interest, share transfer fees, interest on loan. For this purpose of recording unallocable expenses and incomes, we prepare general profit and loss account. The balance on this account is called profit or loss of whole business. And balance sheet is very simple to allocate. Third thing, the common expenses or income the whole business may be allocated as follows. According to area, as per area used, the items are rent and rates, insurance for premises, depreciation on premises, next on the basis of turnover means sales. Manager's salary, printing and stationery, postage, advertisement, discount allowed, traveling expenses, bad debts, commission on sales, carriage, outward. These are the expenses allocated on the basis of turnover. Means sales. Next, number of workers. Labor, welfare, expenses. Next, purchases. Purchases allocated on the basis of discount received. Then exactly opposite of sales. Discount given. On the basis of purchases, one thing also, carriage inward. Number of points. Lighting. Number of hours worked. Depreciation of machinery. The next number 4, non-departmental expenses or income directly charged to general profit and loss account. So these are the expenses or income. Interest on loan, interest on debenture, managing directors, salary, directors fees, auditors fees, and share transfer fees. I will elaborate this whenever I will take numerical questions. Now I am going to take one numerical question on the basis of departmental account. This question has asked in the examination of March-April 2019. The question is the Vijay stores of the stores has two departments X and Y. The balances on 31st December 2017 were as follows. In column, particular department X, department Y. Department X rupees, department Y rupees. First item, opening stock of rupees 16,000 of department X, department Y 12,000, purchases department X 84,000, department Y 68,000, sales department A 1,20,000, department B 1 lakh, sorry, department Y 1 lakh. Closing stock department X 30,000, department B Y 20,000. Next, the expenses which are to be charged to each department in the proportion to the cost of goods sold in the departments of X and Y are as follows. In this question, this is the very important part. The expenses which are charged to each department in the proportion to the cost of goods sold. Hence, I am highlighting this word, cost of goods sold. The expense is allocated on the basis of cost of goods sold. I will elaborate what is the formula of cost of goods sold when I take solution. The expenses, salaries, rupees 13,000. That is not in particular department X. I am taking it here. Now you can understand easily. 13,000. Rent amount rupees 2,600. Rates and taxes rupees 1,300. Sundry expenses 3,900. Repair departmental trading and profit and loss account. For the year ended 31st December 2017. This is the question. Now I am taking solution of this question. In the books of Vijay Stores, departmental trading and profit and loss account. For the year ended 31st December 2017. Particular excuse me. Excuse me. Particular department X rupees. Total rupees. Particular department Y rupees. Total rupees. First item of the question, opening stock. Opening stock always goes to the trading account, profit and loss, trading account debit side. 2. Opening stock. Opening stock department A, amount rupees 16,000. I have not taken. Now I am taking. Debit side. Opening stock department X 16,000, department Y 12,000. Next item, purchases. 2 purchases, department X 84,000, department Y 68,000. Sales. Sales goes to the credit side by sales. Amount rupees 1,20,000 and 1 lakh. Next item, closing stock. Closing stock also goes to the credit side by closing stock. Amount rupees 30,000 and 20,000. Now I am taking total also of the each department. Now the next part of this question, the expenses which are to be charged to each department in the proportion to the cost of goods sold in the departments of X and Y. The following expenses are allocated on the basis of cost of goods sold: salary, rent, rates and taxes, and sundry expenses. These are the items of profit and loss account. Working note. Working note for calculation of cost of goods sold. The formula of cost of goods sold is department X department Y. The formula is cost of goods sold is opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. What is the amount of opening stock? 16,000 and 12,000 plus purchases. What is the amount of purchases? 84,000 and 68,000. The total opening stock plus purchases is department X 1 lakh, department Y 80,000 less closing stock 30,000 and 20,000. 1 lakh minus 30,000 is equal to 70,000. 80,000 minus 20,000 is equal to 60,000. Then 70,000 is to 60,000 is the final figure of department X and department Y. Hence, the ratio of the cost of goods sold is 0 0 eliminate 4 0 eliminate. Hence, ratio is 7 is to 6. In the ratio of 7 is to 6, distribute all these items. Credit side is more than debit side of the trading account. Hence, that is the difference. 2,70,000 minus 1,80,000. The difference is the 90,000. 1,20,000 minus 80,000, that is 40,000. 1,50,000 minus 1 lakh, that is difference 50,000. Now both sides are equal to the difference is gross profit. To gross profit carried down by gross profit brought down, and items of this account, profit and loss account. First item, 2 salaries. Next, 2 rent. Next, rates and taxes. Next, sundry expenses. Total amount has given in the question of these items, hence I am taking this in total column. It should be necessary to allocate in the ratio 7:6. 13,000 distributed in the ratio 7:6. The final amount is 7,000 is to and 6,000. 7,000 plus 6,000 equal to 13,000. Then again 2,600 is also classified or distributed in the ratio 7:6. That is 1,400, 1,200. 1,300 also distributed in the ratio 7:6. That is 700 in, and 600. And 3,900 also distributed in the ratio 7:6. That is 2,100 and 1,800. Now less which side is more, to find out first which side is more, then less short side. Credit side is more than debit side. The difference debit side is of department X is 11,200, department Y is 9,600, and total is 20,800. Hence, deduct 50,000 from 11,200 from 50,000. The difference is 38,000, 38,800. Now both sides are equal. Debit side difference of the department Y 30,400. Now both sides equal, and total difference is 69,200. Now both sides are equal. This is the difference is known as net profit. To net profit is the question, and this one is the solution. I hope you have understood this. If you have any difficulty, you can ask me on WhatsApp.